Welcome to the delivery room where we deliver issues as it is, as it stands. We give our observation, we give our facts, and of course we share our opinion. And believe me, we are not selfish in any way. We relate it to you. We relate it to different activities, different issues concerning us in our day-to-day activities. And one way or the other, we try to draw our lines, have this connection with everyone, and of course with our topic of discussion. And we expect you to leave your comments and reactions. This is the delivery room, and I welcome you to another episode. My name is Timidayo Anthony. Now, in one sweet moment where we never expected a reaction, now Will Smith, the actor, brought back life to the Oscars. Now, the Oscar was taking place on, I think, recently, and a lot of people really didn't pay much attention to it, but a striking moment actually brought back the world's attention to the Oscar when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock across the face because of the comedy, the joke he made about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss. Now, in 2018, Jada made it known that she's going through a health situation, which is called alopecia, where she had to suffer hair loss, a bunch of hair loss at different aspects, and she had to just trim it off for her not to go through that situation. And at the Oscars, Chris Rock took that upon himself, do I say, but he took a joke out of it, and then that didn't really go down well with Will Smith, who gave a reaction the world never expected. And then he stood up, walked up to Chris Rock, and smacked him across the face. And people have been talking about it. And now, you know what we do on the delivery room? We connect this reaction, we connect this event to what happened in our day-to-day activities. And so we are bringing it here into the studio for us to have a discussion of it. And of course, related to how a man will stand and defend his woman, or to what extent a man will stand to defend his woman. Because Oscar was a worldview. A lot of people here in Nigeria, we were watching Oscar, in Europe, in America, in Asia. Some set of people across the world were watching Oscar at that particular time, and Will Smith stood up, walked up to Chris Rock, and smacked him across the face without thinking of the reaction or the after effect of that slap. All right, to have that discussion with me in the studio today, I have Nikhil, Medina.
Hello.
Looking super cool, looking super fly. Now he chose the glasses on this particular episode. You look good, Nikhil. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. You look great too.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, I have True Love here.
The one and only true love.
That love is to be questioned, though. But then we just like, welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you.
And of course, my lady in the house, Kenny K,
Hi.
looking fly.
You too,
Yeah,
as usual.
yeah, as usual. You know, we try to package it. We try to deliver
Have you
it.
now?
We'll look good. We'll be all right. Nice to have you here in the studio.
Thank you.
All right, so you heard my intro, and we're talking about the Will Smith Chris Rock events that happened at the Oscar recently, and that was a one-time event, and nobody ever expected that was going to happen. Nobody thought that was going to happen. We all just felt it was a joke. Chris Rock was making a joke. He was talking about different people, and then he got to Chada and he made that comment. But I think one thing that actually brought about the reaction, I would say, was Will Smith at some point was laughing, or he was smiling, but then he looked at Jada's face, and then it changed the whole scenario. So I'm going to start with the guys, because this involved the men. True Love.
Yeah.
To what extent will you damn the world and defend your woman?
Is it on that same issue that happened to Will Smith?
Yes. Now, creating different scenario, or let's put you in Will Smith's shoes.
Well, my own kind of person, I can go to any length for whomever I love.
How far?
But addressing that same matter, I won't take it to that level Will Smith has taken it to. But I will make the guys realize that I'm not comfortable with you discussing that to the public. Because the woman in question is not happy with what is happening to her in the first place. What I'm trying to bring out is, I won't go to that level Will Smith has gone to, in the sense that it's a public show. The whole world is watching. that is a very big disgrace for Chris Rock. He has kids too. He has family watching that program. And your best friend could turn against you tomorrow. You don't understand, but not to say the guy is just a comedian. I will show him that I'm feeling bad. Guy, I dey feel bad with this thing where you dey do. You understand?
But he's on stage.
Yeah, I know he's on stage. Right that moment, I won't cross my own lane. What if I give that guy a very big dirty slap and the guy take any sharp object or anything and...
What if even when you slap him, the guy land on
Is it when I die, I'll be fighting for my wife? Let me put it to you. Another person go marry that wife if you're not careful. So I won't go to that violent extent. I'd rather let the show end and call him to order. Guy, I don't like this level where you take operate. You know how this woman will feel with that joke where you do. And if he now says he said they mad, you know one correct, then I can now know where he's driving to.
How you go correct. And we'll come more to that. Kenny, to what extent would you expect your man to defend you? Would you expect your man to really damn the whole world live on camera and do what Will Smith did?
No, yeah, what Will Smith did is definitely a no for me. I like my man to defend me. Every woman does. We want our man to defend us, to stand by us in every single way. And for that particular situation, it was a no for me from Will Smith because it's just wrong. Just like he said, this was public. Everybody's watching. It's like everywhere, live. And you go up there and you stab someone. It's just wrong. And for me, I'm going to say it. That what he said is not insulting enough. I'm sorry. The joke he made, no.
Whoa. Okay, so Kenny, you're bringing
insulting enough.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was just a joke. These are comedians, and that joke he gave is not even worth it for Will Smith to come up and slap him.
But
and I feel like there might be something else that probably triggered Will Smith apart from that joke that he made. I don't know, because what he said was this: Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2. Can't wait to see it. So that was it.
There are some comments that has undertone meaning, and I think that was what Will Smith got.
That's why I said this guy's a comedian.
Well, now what I've read about that, it's like if there was that J.I. movie, it was supposed to be a part 2 of that movie. Okay. It should have been Jada, or rather, the actor Demi Moore should have been Jada, since that's her present hairstyle. Okay. He was trying to compare. Do you get? And that didn't go well. We all take issues differently.
Exactly,
we all react to issues differently.
And that is where that's why I like where the angle he came from. You could have just called him and consider the fact that this person is your childhood friend. You guys came from the same place. You could have just set him aside and talked to him. But for me, that joke is an innocuous joke. It is not meant to be offensive. These are comedians. He has made some jokes about other other people sitting down there before he went to Jada. And if you noticed, when he made that same joke, Will Smith was laughing. It was the wife that changed the reaction, and when he saw it, he had to now.
He had to stand up and defend this woman that this is offensive to my woman.
And he said, but which is so wrong for me in every.
Then I didn't mean the woman smiled.
Yeah,
Will Smith.
It would never have stood up.
He would never have
stood up.
That's because it probably went down well with us. Let's come on to Nakel Medina. Baba has a lot to say when it comes to this. To what extent would you defend your woman against the world being made a joke of?
To any length. First of all, I keep saying this off-scene, and I'll still say it again. I give kudos to Wills for doing that. Okay. You see, joke has limit. When you're making joke and it gets to some extent, it becomes bullying.
Yeah.
What Smith did on that stage is bullying, not more a joke.
That's Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock, sorry. It's not more a joke. And that was why, yes, Wills might have not reacted in the first place immediately, because he might have need to process it. When you laugh, so everybody was saying he was laughing. There are sometimes you'll be in pain and you laugh. Your laugh is pain. But there are sometimes you laugh, which is a joke. But there are sometimes you laugh, it's a pain. It's a laugh of
crying
revenge.
Inside. Yeah, that's why
I call that thing. Yes, if you watch that clip very well, he looked at his wife and he saw the reaction that my wife is emotionally damaged at that present time. Another man's pain, yes, Comedian make jokes all around. But it didn't go down well with you. It didn't go down well with you. That is just it. Look at everyone. Look at what just happened like 3 days ago. Everyone might say it is bad for artists to leave stage no matter what you put yourself there. But Ruga was performing on stage and a female fan touched his private part. He had to leave the stage. That is the best part, how he could process it at that very time. That was what wisdom.
Some people would have gone.
And bravo to him, he does that. And immediately, he is not sorry because he slapped me, but he's sorry because he realized his reaction at that particular place is wrong. That was why he apologized to everyone, but not to Chris Rock. Because he let him know what you did is wrong, and I won't take it from you. Fine. After Matt, he might have gone online to say sorry. But at that time, he's a man that he is with a ball. And that was what he did. And bravo to him. To me, I would do the same.
Oh, right. You would do the same. You would
now,
defend your woman.
based on what he's saying now, this has now mean that you guys have given room to
violence.
Anything any comedian says that you feel like it doesn't sit well with me. You just stand up.
That is not the first time. That is not the first time Will Smith has been going to a comedy show. For Christ's sake.
So,
that is not the first time Rob has been making comedy about Will family. He did the same thing in 2015. He did the same thing in 2016.
But not with the same incident. Not with the same incident.
But with the same family.
Wait, okay, so I think
this is not the first time he's doing that.
I think what we need to understand is that where we need to process what Will Smith did is that Chris Rock has actually, like you said, he's a childhood friend of the family and they've always been together and he has always picked on the family to make joke with them. But this is a private issue. This is a private issue. Now, reactions would take place. People seeing Jada Smith being on low court or going bald. That was why she had to make it public that this is what I'm going through. And it's quite reactive or quite funny that Chris Rock, do I say he missed the memo that this is a health issue? And he took that up as a joke. Something to make others laugh. Now, you being a center of a joke for some people definitely wouldn't go down well, especially when it comes to health issue. Probably in another part of her hair just fell off that morning and she had cried her eyes out, prayed to God, go through our emotional moments. God, why me? Why is this happening to me? But I have to brace up and go for the Oscars. And only for me to sit at the table and someone picked me as an object of ridicule, if I can put it that way.
That is no, I'm sorry. I still stand on the fact that there is no ridicule with that. There is not. That joke, I said it
making
before,
joke
is
with
an
health
innocuous
issue.
joke. It is not. See, that's the thing. A lot of people are thinking that this stuff is cancer related.
It's not cancer related. Hello. Nobody thought that.
Yeah, she talked about it, but not everybody were aware of this. Was that so?
Understand what it is.
I know Chris Rock might be aware. With these guys are close friends, and he said something. He said he has been doing it before. If you guys know you have issues with this guy, you should have sat him down and let him know that you don't like it. You don't like the kind of jokes that you make, because the truth about it is that you are doing it with all celebrities.
Should address that issue
exactly
in another way.
because like we said, they are both close friends. Yeah, so you should have, if you know this is the issue, you should have discussed this with him initially before.
Why will he discuss it initially?
Are they not close friends?
He knew he's going to use it as a point of comedy or what?
Yeah, and to him, and for this thing, he didn't mean. I didn't think he mean. I didn't think Chris Rock meant to insult her that way.
At all.
I didn't think
it doesn't mean to.
I want
to correct one impression. You people keep saying people think it's cancer. Hello, African thought that. Everyone over there knew what it was.
Not everyone knew. My brother, I have watched a lot of talk shows. Not everyone knows.
Everyone there know what it means.
Have you gone online?
I believe 80% of people there
have you gone online? A lot of
my
people
own
don't even know she had alopecia. When
Yes,
she came out, when you talked about when she came out, I knew when she cut her hair. I never even knew she had alopecia. I follow her page.
No, you don't know. That means you are not following her. Because she has made public. You are not following her. You are not following her. If you are following her, she has made public.
What is happening to her?
Yes,
not everybody
Now, let's forget the fact about either she made it public or not made it public. Let's forget about that point. But the fact that Chris Rock used a health issue as a joke that day, let me tell you something. One year ẹni tó rí ń fọ́ ló mọ bórí ṣe ń fọ́ òun sí ló mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe, you understand?
Are you turning back?
No.
I thought you said what he did is right.
No, I didn't say what Chris Rock did was right. I said I won't address that issue the way Wills did. I like Wills. Let me tell you something. Let's forget about that. Let's remember that America is a country of law and discipline. If Chris were to take up charges against Wills, he might go down. So me, I'm coming from the angle that Wills should not have treated that issue like that.
If camera, are you saying if camera was off, if there was no camera?
If it was backstage.
So what difference was that? So you should go to backstage to go and kill him?
No,
why you saying?
we
So you
can
can't
we
go
can
back
treat
to
that.
talk
We can
one-on-one.
sort out that issues
Talk one-on-one.
at the backstage.
Must you
I
slap
can't
someone?
address that issue like
He
that.
addressed it.
Let me tell you something.
The perfect way.
It's the wrong
No,
way.
that is the wrong way. The wrong
He
way,
addressed
brother.
the perfect
It's
Very, very
addressing
wrong way.
violence. That's what you're trying to
Very, very
That
wrong
is
way.
not being lawless. That is not being
That
lawless.
is violence.
You crossed the
That
red
is not
line.
defending the
Wait,
You
wait.
crossed the
That's
red
not
line.
a wrong way,
Make
brother.
joke of that
But it does
situation.
not mean
Kenny, hold
it's
on.
wrong.
I'm going to say to you, Nakel, that it's violence. Why? Now, Oscar is being watched by everybody. It's a family
Affair.
award.
Not as much as football is being watched. We've seen player eating themselves. We've seen player biting themselves. What are you telling me?
And they're
This
being
one is
penalized.
emotional.
Wait, that's a
Is this with
football
emotion?
field. That's a football field. That's a football
It doesn't.
field.
Are you telling me? Are you telling the
hold
number of
on,
people watching
hold
football
hold
is not more than people
That
watching
could-
Oscar?
I'm not saying
But
the
do you see
number
them
of
slapping
people.
each other on
I'm not
football?
saying
They've done that many times. They
Said-
even eat
And they
themselves.
penalize them. Is that also?
Yeah, let them penalize
penalize
me. They
them.
have done the
See?
thing has been
And
done.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
not the end of the world.
What you should
The
do-
thing
what
has
you
been
should
done.
do-
Do you know
That's
there are
what
many
makes a man.
actions?
Do you know there are many
That is what makes
My
a
brother,
man.
hold on.
Sometimes
Do you know there are
you win,
many actions?
sometimes you lose.
And
Do you know there are many actions
Yeah.
a man will do, and at the end of the day, you end up regretting.
Everyone has
Exactly.
made, I mean, an action
So
or
I
have
wouldn't
done
want to go
something
to the
that they
length
later
whereby
regret in
I
their
will
life.
do something and regret.
Are you telling
at
me
the
you've
end.
never done something you regretted in your life?
That is why I said. That is why
Yes,
I said
he has
a
done his
matured
own
man should be
sobering.
able to
We all do.
address
And that
issues
was what pained me.
maturely.
And I know
That is even
that
when the
situation
woman
will not
respect
repeat
you
You know
much.
itself.
what pained me? Do you know what pained me?
Like,
Do you know
like,
what- do you know what
like,
pained me the most from
Yeah.
that show? Do you know that after he did what he did, everybody accepted that yes, he did that. When he was apologizing, he only apologized to Oscar, and of course the
Yeah, that is what makes him a man.
He
That
didn't
is
see
what
what he
makes
did
him a
very
man.
wrong.
He's still
That
making
shows that
his
he's a
point
violent man.
known
It shows
that
that he's
this
a violent
thing
man.
didn't go down
Even when you are
well
wrong,
with
even when
me.
you are wrong, you have
That
every
is
right
it.
to apologize.
It's still-
He
it
later
felt-
went ahead.
If he has apologized,
Nakel, are you
Not
saying
yet.
if
That
anything
makes
doesn't
him
go
not
down?
a man.
Hold on. Are you saying if anything doesn't go down well with you,
Yeah.
you will address that
It's
issue
not
with
everything.
violence?
It's not everything.
Oh, you said
It's
everything.
not
Then
everything.
that one is just a talk to
No,
talk
that one.
issues.
This. Let me tell you one thing. Even this is not to Wiz himself. It's to his wife. And before he reacted,
The way he did.
he saw his wife. He knew.
He
So
reacted
it
to his own
is-
ego.
it is-
Yeah,
He did react to it.
See,
Look
look
at
at it. See, let me tell you
Don't
this.
say
Let me tell you
that.
this.
He
Will
reacted
Smith,
to
do you know
defend
that the
his
book he
wife.
wrote?
He reacted to
Will Smith
defend
talked
his
about
wife.
the fact that he never had the chance to defend the women in his life.
life.
The mother's example, because the father is always abusing the mother. I've been in that kind of situation before. My dad is always eating my mom. We can't defend her. You know, there's that emotional stand that you feel like you can't defend the woman. You realize the fact that you're a woman.
Yeah.
You can't defend them. So, and I feel Will Smith in that aspect, when he saw what happened,
And saw the
reaction, of course, he brought out an emotion that he wants to defend his wife. But that doesn't mean that you will not stand up at that moment and you not decide that the same violence
You spoke
that your
against.
father, even your own father, was doing to your mother, that's the same thing you want to do.
He didn't do it
Solve
to a
it,
woman,
solve
he did it
it.
to a
You-
man
Just because you
himself.
do it to a man doesn't
But then
mean
it's
it's
still
different.
violence.
Don't say so.
It's
Don't
man
say
to
so
man.
just because it's a
Alright,
woman. Don't say
guys.
it's
It's
because
man
it's
to
a
man.
man. It is still wrong and it's still
It's not, and
violence.
remember,
It is still wrong. Don't say
I wouldn't
it's
go
not
that
a woman.
extent.
If that person was a white man,
Kenny,
it's a
hold on
different
to
thing that
that.
we'll be
Kenny,
saying
hold on to that.
Come on.
We took a short break. It is still the delivery room, and you can see it's getting really, really heated. But discussing the Chris Rock Will Smith saga that happened at the Oscar, and it's really getting hot. Nakel here is supporting the action
Absolutely.
of what Will Smith did, and Kenny is not. We took a short break, and when we come back, this heat continues. Please stay tuned with us. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. It's still the delivery room where we talk about trending issues. And today on this particular episode, we're looking at the Will Smith Chris Rock saga. Like I said before, we went on the program, and really, even when we went on the break, it was still getting hot. All right, so I'm going to come back to Nakel. Now, Nakel, you supported what Will Smith did.
Absolutely.
And that award was his first Oscar ever. It has so many people who were there to, you know, support him. And also look at the fact that Chris Rock is a family man. How do you think his children will feel seeing their father on stage getting smacked, getting slapped by somebody? Now, the children may not even understand what happened. They may not have an idea of what happened, but then they just saw their father being smacked. Isn't that violence on Will Smith's part?
Let me
coming in to think that, okay, yes, he's trying to defend his woman.
From mentioning the Oscar that everybody have been clamoring on, that he's there for the Oscar, everybody is there to support him, and it's a good thing that he haven't won the Oscar before the incident happened. Because had he has won the Oscar, people might have said it's because he won the Oscar that he has the ego. He put everything in line to defend his wife. That makes him a man. That is the first thing. Secondly, talking about Rock family, they should be able to, they should be brave enough to say that you crossed the red line. You don't make joke with other people's pain. There are pain that you people forget to understand that there is red line in everything. He crossed the red line. He did.
But to him, he was just
comedian makes a joke about their own personal life, their own pain.
If comedian make joke, let me say something.
It doesn't see.
Hello,
and
if
for that one
comedian make joke
about
that, comedian make joke about everything. They should always tell us how they their wife in the bedroom and what goes about.
They make jokes about
they
that.
They don't make a plain joke. General plain joke. Let them make it true joke.
It's because you know what's a lot of
let them do it.
They make jokes about that. So
let them do it.
That level. For me, that one is not. It didn't go too much. It was.
Let them make joke about how
a joke of how many seconds.
I mean,
but then you saw the reaction on Jada's face when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock.
Yeah.
She was smiling and I believe she was
satisfied?
happy, satisfied that my man could stand and defend me right in front of the world. Now, if Will Smith had not done that, you know, there could be reaction from Jada. That you sat down there, I was being insulted, I was being ridiculed, and you can't do anything. Maybe those are the things that Will Smith processed under seconds that made him stand.
Went for
violence. And still
there are
defend
several ways.
There are several ways. He could have even stood up. You know that he could have stood up.
That thing could lead to a very big fight.
He could have still stood up and still went to meet what's called Chris Rock and speak to him in his ears. Okay?
Yeah, you understand.
Apologize to her immediately. That is the proper
that
thing
is
to do. If you
a
can't
proper thing for a mature man to do.
That's another.
Thank God you said.
That is why I said after the whole show, we will meet at the backstage. We will meet somewhere else. You get my childhood friend from the onset. So why would I not be able to express myself to you?
Because of this.
No, I won't go for violence.
Comedians here in Nigeria are also being called out.
Of course,
they are being called. I think both of you have been called out. The things he says. Recently, I think Ibi Franklin has been having.
There was one. E-Money and his wife.
It's in coming up.
Was at that concert. I think it's AY Live or so. One guy. I can't remember the name of the comedian again. The guy just the yab E-Money.
Probably they had personal issues.
No, serious yabbing. Why didn't somebody else take it up? There are times when you yab women and their husband is there.
This is health. This is
health issue is not really something that serious. It's not that serious.
One way.
You are taking it like as if she wants to die.
There are many people who grab hair and
if you want to cut her hair,
that is grab hair and still look beautiful.
Yes, it's not of what makes her a woman.
That is wrong.
She did not cut her hair based on her own.
So you're saying that people are about that they have issues. That's what you're saying.
No, some people
what you're saying
intentionally. Some people
if you do it intentionally.
But on Jada's part, it was
do you know that the hair is
intentional
not even gone? I don't think it's really gone.
Yes.
She was one that chose to.
For me, I feel sorry for her that she had that kind of health issues. But I'm still saying I will never address issue like that.
Okay, all right. So let's go to we were on break, and then our producer actually gave an example, another example. Probably okay. Let's say a man whose wife had not given birth yet, and then a comedian, a celebrity. Let's say a celebrity now whose wife is probably trusting God for children and all, and a comedian chose that. Now that's another health issue. Now a comedian chose that to be the center or subject of joke. how do you think that person will react? How would you react? Let's put you in Will Smith's position. You have that health issue. Your wife cries every night. Family taunting her, family disturbing her, and then somebody somewhere chose that as their own joke for that day. And you went there. Probably you bought table with your own money, say if you were sitting in front, and then somebody or a comedian chose that. How do you think you will react? Do you think you'll be able to contain your anger and reaction?
Honestly, I will feel bad. I won't be happy. I might not even be able to do anything that day. Still, I'm standing on my point. I won't go as
Far?
far as going to slap anyone. I might leave the show and I will make it clear to that comedian. This is out of line. You understand? But issue of that's going to maybe it's just because the way I am. I'm not
You're different.
that kind of a person that hits people in the first instance, you understand? So I'm not like that. I might leave that place. I might, babe, let's leave here. You understand? Then my reaction will, in fact, the way I will react, you yourself as a comedian, you will know you are at fault. And instantly, if you are somebody that has senses, you will be like, I need to apologize to this guy. That thing don't vex him.
That's another angle. But you know we all react to things differently.
Do you know, I have a friend. I had my girlfriend. We had issues then. And my babe went to her, explained things to her, and explained things to my friend. And my friend started giving dirty talks to my babe, all in the name of you want to settle issues. You understand? I felt like this guy really trespassed. You understand? Instead of me to come to you and start giving you red boots, nothing, you understand? I just ignored his call.
So when it comes to you, you are the calm, gentle.
It's not as if I'm calm.
You will
I
take
fit
it all
argue
in.
to any length with person,
But
but
you will not
I
do-
know
you
the
will not
raise
go
hands.
physical.
Yeah.
But when I see that,
I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Now let's assume or put you in Will Smith's shoe. Now you went to probably one of our big fancy hotels. You went for a comedy night, as it says, and then someone also picked on your wife, or there is an argument, a reaction from your wife with another man. Would you stand physically and really hit that person? And then suddenly camera comes on your face.
This is it. First, you bringing two things together. What Will Smith did that day, I can do it. But another scenario, if you are not physical to my wife, that is attacking her physically, I see no reason why I should do that. But on what Will Smith did, I supported him. That is the best way he could respond. Now, many people have been coming online that if he has done that thing backstage, even if he eats behind the scene, that if he have handled it the way he handled it on the stage, that it doesn't really matter, he still go down with them. I want to ask, doing it physically, it means nothing. Everything ends there. We know how US, their lifestyle is over there. Him going on that stage, doing what he has to do, and he listen and they're saying, "Get my wife name out of your mouth," and him going behind the scene, making a threat to life. Which one will you prefer?
it's not a
Okay,
threat to
now
life.
because of how the US is,
Yeah.
you can exchange words.
No, you are not getting my point. I said
You're
many
trying
people
to-
are saying we saw Timaya coming on, reminding Franklin or what
Ubi Franklin.
that you remember what I did to you
In
aftermath of the show. He went behind to beat Ubi Franklin, which man we don't know what went out, how bad it is. If Timaya have gone on stage, slapped Ubi Franklin, and reverse is the case, going behind now to beat him, maybe his guy might. I'm sure his guy will be there. They will be harassing.
On and
Which
off
one
is
will you
wrong. On and off,
Okay.
both of them
Now,
are wrong.
because of the personalities involved,
Yeah.
and because of the setting involved, now let me put this also to Oscar, saying they are not supporting violence in any way, because there are definitely rewards to describe how this event happened. This event, it's violence to them. If it were to be, after he stood up, and when he came back to his seat, he was still saying, was it before or after he was saying, "Get my wife name"?
Yeah,
when he
after
sat
that,
down, yes.
after the slap.
If it had been that, I think that would have went down well
Fine.
with a lot of people.
Exactly.
Hello, Oscar even loved the show because they want the show to be dramatic, and it was.
But they didn't plan this drama.
Yeah,
They didn't
but
come-
they
yeah.
love it.
But we can't
The
say
name
that.
it
love
doesn't
it.
mean that they shouldn't penalize
It's just a
it.
reversal of
Shouldn't
Olamide
they
and
penalize
Don
it?
Jazzy.
Okay, so
So that is to me, for me, if you didn't go physical with my wife, I won't go physical with you.
but
But for with Smith, you have done that day. If I put myself in that shoe, yes, I've accepted that I did that, and I'm not sorry for it.
you're not sorry for it in any way. All right, so True Love, your last word on this.
To me, I'm still saying.
You would not stand against the wall to defend your woman,
I will.
on or off camera.
No, I will stand to defend my wife in anything. As long as, even though you go as far as hitting my woman, I know better way of treating that issue. Other than fighting
True
you.
Lord, does that mean if you and your wife are going on a journey or you're going out, and an army man in uniform slap your wife, you won't do anything? Don't laugh about
Why
it.
did the army man slap his
Why
wife?
would an army man slap my wife?
Time. They've done it countless time in this country.
I'm even asking because this scenario.
The
actually
soldier man
reminded-
go kill me,
This
oh.
scenario reminded
That
me
is
of
just-
Now, the soldier man go
Wait.
kill me when you talk.
Because I
Now-
will respond back.
Hold on.
You don't f***ing do that.
This-
Unlike me, if any soldier man slapped my woman,
You could thank him.
me, I don't no. Listen,
What will you do?
I'm not saying.
Don't pronounce. What will you do? Just go straight to it. Don't give me
I
story.
will make sure you are.
Go nowhere. What are you going to do? You want to hold him down? What are you? You are going physical then. You are going physical. Yeah, you are going physical. And you claim you will not go physical with you. You say you.